what, 4, 5, maybe even half a year since I left OTK. And I never really said anything, but I do think I would like to start now. I'm going to go through my entire history of my experience with the org, and then I'll open it up to questions that you guys have. How's that sound? Leaks? Of course, man, of course. I'm the guy who always leaks. Leak the OTK parties? Absolutely. Maybe I should also leak. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I was about to lie for fun. So let me take you guys all the way back to the beginning on how I joined OTK. So in case you guys don't know, 3.5 years ago, I was one of, not the largest Genshin Impact streamer, but one of the largest channels on Twitch. I'm not going to say who, but OTK was considering a couple of streamers from the Genshin Impact category. However, they thought that I passed the vibe check and that I was actually good to talk to and that I wasn't a fucking loser. So this guy called Rich Campbell started coming into my chat and started talking to me. And I was like, oh, okay, who is this guy? He started telling me that his analytics were low and that he needed to be my editor so he could make ends meet. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I look into him, he has a couple followers on Twitch. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll at least humor the guy. Because, I'll be real. There is a certain nice of calmness of mind that comes over me whenever I'm talking to someone who at least gets views. That way I know they're not talking to me just to get views. It is a certain, it's like a difference in the world, right? When you have something to gain, I'm a little bit hesitant of talking to people who have something to gain from talking to me. Or at least that's how I was back in the day. These days I'm pretty much down to talk to whoever. So Rich and I talked maybe once or twice. We played a game of Among Us, and then all of a sudden he says, hey man, I want to get into a call. And I say, get me into a call. Okay, sure, let's do it. And I get into a call with Asmongold and Tips and Rich. And I'm not going to lie, I fanboyed out a little bit. I'll be real. I've been a fan of Asmongold since I was in probably college. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft. I used to watch his guides on how to be an elitist and how to ninja loot. And some of those videos were things that I implemented into my raid leading and my guild leading experience in World of Warcraft myself. In case you guys don't know, started playing World of Warcraft in the alpha. Actually, when I was a wee baby. I didn't really know what I was doing, but my older brothers taught me how to play. Around Burning Crusade, beginning of Wrath of the Lich King, that's when I started to raid lead and guild lead myself from about 11, 12 years old. And I did so consistently all throughout Legion. That's when I stopped playing the game. I did a little bit of BFA, but BFA was pretty shit. I think the last raid I really tried was Mythic Nighthold, and that was a lot of fun. But that's kind of when I said, okay, my tenure of MMOs, I kind of just don't want to play anymore. I'm good. But it was a lot of fun. I got catfished. I raid led. I got told, I had to pretend to be a girl so I could get into a raid. And I was a young kid, so my voice was high enough. And then older men started getting weird because then they thought I was a girl. And, it's been a whole history since then. But anyways, yeah, love Asmongold. Yeah, they said they wanted me to invite me out to the OTK 1-year anniversary party. And so I say, holy shit. All right, let's do it. And then I get informed about an org called OTK, and I'll be real, I didn't really know what it was, but because I'm a nice guy, I'm a little bit of a people pleaser back in the day, I was like, oh, OTK, yeah, I know what that is, that's awesome, super cool. So I get invited out to the OTK 1-year anniversary, and I start meeting a lot of these people, the Mizkifs, didn't know who he was at all, but I knew that it was important to him that I did, so I pretended that I was like, oh, dude, Miz, huge fan. Great to meet you. Oh, my God. Then I saw Seer. Now, Seer wasn't in OTK yet. Later that day, he actually gets announced to join OTK, but I actually knew him because I used to watch this other creator called Onision when I was a kid, and he was in a couple of Onision's vids, along with a creator called, Swift Karate Chop. And I was like, oh, yeah, Seer, bro. I remember seeing you back in the day. You were fucking hilarious. Onision's a little bit weird to talk about these days, but I'm just being real about the story that was going on. Anyways, I started getting swarmed by tons of other creators. The Botez sisters were one of them. Pretty much all of the top streamers were there.
14 months.
Anybody who was a top streamer was there. It was great. I think I met E-Rob there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. I think Emmy was there. No, yeah, Emmy was there because I remember the party was going on. I kind of ignored everybody. I'm going to be real. I didn't really want to do anything with anybody because these are a bunch of people who I don't know, and I wasn't really interested in getting to know any of them, to be honest. Besides this one guy who just wouldn't stop talking to me because he heard I was a wrestling fan. And this guy was a sweetheart. This guy was so nice, and he was sitting there playing his guitar, and this guy's name was Jay the Bard. And pretty much it was just me and him sitting, talking about wrestling, talking about anime, talking about World of Warcraft, and I pretty much did that for like 5 to 6 hours. And that's pretty much all I did at this party. I played a little bit of Jenga. I got heat stroke. I almost won like the sports competition, but I got heat stroke. And I was so socially anxious. I got naked by myself in a bathroom and laid on the floor to regulate my body heat because I thought I needed an ambulance. But besides all that, I kind of just went to the OTK 1-year anniversary and chilled out with Jay. Didn't talk to any other streamers. Said hey to Asmongold, say hey to Miz. And then I went back to Canada. Well, then I get into another call, again, with Rich Tips and Asmon. And apparently Jay was really good friends with Asmon. And apparently they liked that I wasn't around trying to talk to every other streamer and network and connect. And they thought that my vibes were immaculate. And they asked me to join OTK. And I said, holy fuck, I'd love to. They also let me know that if I did want to join OTK, I would have to move to Austin, Texas. Now, here's the problem. I had a wife at that time who was bound to Canada. So I had to figure out on how to buy a house in Austin. And I had to figure out how to get my wife at the time down to Austin. And here's what I did. To make sure that I could get her down there, OTK allowed me to let her be employed by the company. I said, I cannot join OTK unless you give my wife a job. So they get her a job at OTK. We get stuck at the border for 3 weeks. And then something worse happens. I have to get a house, right? I had $500,000 in my bank account. Okay. And I was like, all right, I'll put a down payment on a house, but I'm short $300K. And Miz says, oh, you're down money? How much do you need? I say, I don't know, like $300K. And he's like, all right, I'll just lend it to you. I know you got money. I've seen your analytics. I know you can get me back, dude. And I say, oh, okay, hell yeah. When do I need to pay this back? He's like, just whenever you're good for it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So Miz lets me borrow $300K. Was great. I was like, all right, I won't take out a loan because I could have just got a loan and paid for it. But Miz was like, oh, no, I got you. So he lends me $300K. And I buy an $800,000 house. My bank account literally goes to about $3-4K, which is pretty much as close to zero as you can get. And I assume that I'm only $300,000 in debt. And I'm like, okay, I owe Miz $300,000. Well, then I get moved down to Texas, and content's going pretty good. I join OTK. I debut on a Thanksgiving stream. I'm like this fucking Grim Reaper guy. Chad had no idea who the fuck I was. I got who megalod like crazy. But the reason why I was asked to join OTK is because they wanted me to bring in viewers who actually didn't know me. So them not knowing me was actually exactly what they wanted, as well as my audience not knowing anybody who they were. Because all of my audience said, who megalol OTK, and all of their audience was like, who megalol Tectone, right? It was great. But that went really, really, really well. Get settled in. I live in my new place, and then I realize I get hit with two envelopes, and it's from the IRS. And I thought, because I made all of my money in Canada, that I didn't have any taxes. But what I didn't know was that the way that America works is, if you're a resident of America and you make money in another country, not only do you have to pay tax to the country that you made it in, you also still have to pay the tax of Americans. Double tax. Because I had already paid off my tax for Canada, but I did not know I had to pay tax for America as well. And the amount of tax that I owed was $800,000. So I owed $300,000 to Miz, and I owed $800,000 to the government. $1.1 million was I. And so I had an idea. I said, I'll just do a subathon. Okay? I will just merely do a subathon and try to put a big dent into the debt that I owe the government. And then I got told by Miz, he really needs that money back now. So money that I was expecting to pay him back in about a year, year and a half, I then found out, oh, he wants it back right now. That was really, really, really fucking scary. In my marriage, you guys know how marriage goes, okay? Because people would say, right, and I'm just being real, if you were in a marriage, you usually know this is how it goes. The breadwinner's money is our money, and then the other person's money, well, that's just their money, right? That's the type of marriage that I was in. So I didn't have anybody who was going to help me out pay this $1.1 million. I had nobody to help me with this. I had nobody. The amount of stress that was on me was fucking immense. If you check my analytics, if you check my hours, if you see the sponsors, I shit you not, every single day, I was working minimum 18 hours. I shit you not. I was working so hard back then, always streaming, always networking, always making money to get out of debt. I legit lost my hair. I'm not going to lie. You can check the VODs for yourself. That is when I lost my hair. On a combination of COVID, on a combination of overworking. I'll show you this myself. It looks all right, right? It looks all right. But if you check the back, there's nothing here. There's nothing. It used to make me sad. It used to make me sad. But then I realized I lost my hair because when the world was attempting to fuck me over, I said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to win in spite of everything and everybody. Pretty much nobody believed in me. I will be real. I will be real. I mean, the OTK debut absolutely flopped, and I want to make this absolutely clear. I never gained increased viewership from OTK. Absolutely not. The content I make just isn't for that audience. And to be honest, I tried going down that route for a little bit, but I mean this generally. When I tried to appeal to everyone, I was miserable. I wasn't happy. And I think it's very important to say, when you make content for everyone, you're making content for no one. And that's why I really enjoy what I do now. Fast forward a couple years, we're going to come back. I make content based on what I like for the people who like it. To me, my community is everything, and they've always been everything to me. And to be honest, I picked up a couple new viewers from like Asmongold's chat, maybe the Anime Man's chat, a little bit of Trash Days here, a little bit of Soda Pop in there, OnlyFangs, maybe a little bit here and there, maybe like an extra 400 viewers. But if you check my subscribers, they're pretty much 4-year subs or they're 1 or 2 month subs. And that's because I played a game called Limbus Company, and those are all the new viewers. And then all the old frogs are here from like fucking Genshin, Honkai, Arc Knights, Ooh La La, Summoner's War. Any gacha game that's ever come out that's worth a damn, I've played it. And if I haven't played it yet, I will eventually get around to playing it. But I was stressed. And let me tell you, when you owe Mizkif money, that shit is fucking stressful. That shit stressed me the fuck out so much. I'm going to be real. I prioritized paying Miz first over the government. Because I was tweaking. I was like, damn. Because when you owe him money, oh, it's miserable. It's fucking miserable. And even worse, his chat would come in and say, yo, give him his fucking money back nonstop. And I'm like, oh God. Because then I would have to like, you can go back to the clips. Pretty much anything Miz needed, I would have to do immediately based on who I am. You know, I even went over to his house and shaved his legs. My wife sometimes would go over there off stream and bring him snacks and like clean up a room or two. And it got to a point where I was just like, okay, I just don't want to do this. So I paid him back immediately. I do a subathon. And during this immense amount of stress, I find out that something was happening behind my back. And what that is, it is not the internet's business whatsoever. It is not the internet's business. I don't need anybody to speculate. It doesn't matter. Okay? Don't speculate. Don't think anything. It doesn't matter. Something was happening. And it put a lot of pressure on me. And it stressed me out quite a bit. I had an uncomfortable conversation with a person on a stream that was broadcast to a lot of people during a very uncomfortable, very angry part of my life. And it made the internet fucking hate my ass. Even more so because the Genshin and Arknights community were already looking for any reason to shit on me in any way they possibly could. And it was terrible. It was absolutely awful because I knew that I was getting shit on for something that was completely justified. But the problem is that this new audience didn't want me because they wanted somebody else to join OTK. And as well as this whole crowd of people where I said, fuck Arknights, I don't feel like dealing with it. Because their community manager was racist towards me and I didn't want to play their fucking game. They're like, oh, okay, now we're going to justify our hatred because look at this guy being a fucking dickhead. Yeah. There's a huge LSF thread on it. Because I wanted to protect people who were very important to me, I make a comment completely owning up to my actions. And I never specified why I did that until a couple of days ago. But to be honest, I kind of just don't want to talk about it. It's a very uncomfortable part of my life. I don't like thinking about it. And yeah, I'd rather just move on, to be honest. I really would rather just move on. But essentially, it became a pattern since then that any way that I could be shit on for anything was taken at every single opportunity. Let's skip forward a little bit and let's talk about Rich Campbell. Rich Campbell got removed from OTK for some things that I don't even know if he did or not. I have no idea. I've never got clarification on that whole ordeal. At first, I was told that he was guilty, and now 2 months ago, I'm being told that he's innocent, and I don't know what the fuck to think. But regardless, Rich got removed. And that was when all of the hatred went OTK wide. That was pretty much the worst thing to happen to OTK ever. Because now OTK was known as that org that has a bunch of sexual assaulters. Yep. Pretty much fucking terrible. And the other problem is that Rich was the punching bag of the org. Rich was the punching bag of the org. Once he left, well, I filled in his shoes. Any butt of the joke was me. Every single fucking time. If there was a shot to be made, it was at me. If there was a joke at someone's expense, it was at me. Every single fucking time. I had one opportunity, or I had two choices. Either play into it or completely destroy my mental health. I said, well, I guess I'll just be the bad guy then. Out of sanctity of my own mental well-being, I said, okay, I will be exactly what they want me to be. I didn't have a name. I didn't have a name for what I was named back then. But fast forward till I meet a person called Bonnie, and she called me Dicktone one time on stream. And one of my own chatters, Plain Noob, who's probably here right now. Plain, are you here? Plain, you're here every stream. Yep. Plain is the guy who made this emote. This was during a Bonnie variety stream. And thus, Dicktone was born. It was either become Dicktone or be a little bitch and cry about every joke that was made at my expense. You guys got to understand. Back when I first joined OTK, I was scared. I was insecure. I had pretty much as charisma as a paper fucking bag. The only way I knew how to be entertaining was by fucking screaming. I had no idea what I was doing. I got into an org way too early, way too quickly. And I was like, okay, this is my role. This is my job. I did a little bit of professional wrestling where I did play a heel by the name of York Glory, as well as Bojack. And I kind of knew how to be a bad guy. I kind of knew how to be a dickhead. So I said, okay, I'll do what I know. I'll just be a fucking dick nonstop. And a lot of that stuck. And to be honest, I was kind of the heel of the gacha community already. So it was kind of easy just to kind of play that role. Me just trying to fight to survive. I eventually did that subathon. I got enough to pay Mizkif back. And in that subathon, I think I made around $600,000 to $700,000. I pay Mizkif back. I send all that towards the government, but I still owe them around $300,000. So I just keep grinding. I keep grinding. Yeah, the subathon was incredibly successful. And yeah, I kind of lose myself for a while. This was probably around the time there was a content creator called Atsu. And Atsu was essentially making my life a living hell. One of the people I consider my best friends at the time, called Goose Egg, moved in with me. Things were really good. And then Atsu started subtweeting us, saying that we were pieces of shit. Dude goes after my marriage. Other content creators start going after my marriage. Just being full disclosure, before me and my wife got divorced, I had already tried to be separated for about 3 years, multiple times. We both were unhappy, but we were so codependent that we kind of just stayed together because we didn't know really how to live without each other, right? Because we were very reliant for everything. You know, I would provide all of the money and she would help me with, well, my tech issues. And I didn't know how, I'll be real, I did not know how to stream. I did not know how to stream without her. I'll just be real, okay? I did not know how to stream. I did not know how to go live. It was pretty much, I take care of everything in our lives. You make sure I can press the go live button on stream. I'll just be real. There's a reason in that car clip I say, I do this, I do that, I do this. And then she says, well, I help with the tech issues, because that really was our marriage. I mean, we weren't even having sex, guys. We weren't even having sex. It was literally just, she was kind of like my engineer. And then I would take care of everything. I mean, that's I mean, you can think whatever you want. That's pretty much what it was. The divorce was going to happen eventually, and it was the best thing to happen to both of us. It was a very good thing. It was a very unhealthy relationship. We still treated each other pretty well, but we had a lot of resentment towards each other. Also, streaming and blowing up on the internet was just a huge toll on our fucking marriage because, you know, obviously, like, you know, you're in a relationship, you're both normal people, then one of y'all starts getting blown up, and, you know, this person's doing really, really, really well, but they become like a figure on the internet, and the other person's like, well, why isn't that me? Right? That caused, like, a lot of issues, but don't worry about that. That's in the fucking past. Who cares? It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Atsu starts making my life a living fucking hell. You know, he gets my roommate to be fucking suicidal. He gets me to be fucking suicidal. My wife is even more miserable than she already is. And yeah, you know, I attempt suicide twice. Yeah, I mean, this guy made my life such a living hell. And there's so much context on the internet. You guys have already heard it. The only reason why I'm still here today is because, well, when I went to go kill myself, I was in my house in the, you know, in the OTK neighborhood. And I just finished a stream and it was miserable. And then my vision starts blurring. My head starts going crazy. I start seeing faces on the walls. My body hurts. My heart's going 200 miles an hour. Even thinking about it really fucks me up. I apologize if I cry. I'm a little bitch at times. And I'm going to go into my bathroom. The bathroom where I went to take the advanced GG bath, where I almost OD'd on caffeine. That was where I was going to kill myself. I was in that bathroom. And then there's Eggy. And Eggy is just such a fucking screamer when he's hungry. And this cat is fucking screaming at me. Where is he? This cat. This cat is just fucking screaming at me. Because when he's hungry, bro yells. Bro yells loud as fuck. And I say, well, if I don't feed you, who the fuck's gonna? Yeah, things get a little bit better. Sorry, my memory's hazy, because whenever I think about that, my memory kind of just starts jarbling. I might be misordering a couple things here and there. That happened, and I re-grounded myself, and here we are today. I'm alive. Spoiler, I didn't kill myself. Anyways, let's fast forward a little bit. Goose moves out. We all know what happens. Me and my wife finally get our divorce. That was, and I know people are like, it's a divorce. It's so sad. Guys, I promise you, it was such a necessity. It needed to happen. We were both so fucking miserable. It was unfucking believable. It was great. I truly, it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, we separate, is what it is. I get all my debt paid off. I'm pretty much good. I'm accumulating some income. Jay the Bard recommends me to talk to a new girl. I get into a new relationship with that. Fast forward another year. Ooh. Ooh. Shouldn't have done that. Bro says, yo, I know this chick from VR chat. She's super nice. You should talk to her. And I say, sure. Oh, she is pretty nice. Why'd she go from here to all the way down here? Why does she, how are you like this? And then how do you become that? Over and over again. It was a lot. I didn't really know what to do. I was a guy where I was incredibly codependent on a relationship my entire life. And I pretty much don't know how to function without being in a relationship. I will be completely honest. since I was 16, the amount of days that I've not been in a relationship is less than 3 months. I truly don't know how to function outside of a relationship because I am not a guy who does things for myself. I'm not. I'm a guy where I have to do stuff for someone else. I love making it my purpose in life to take other people's problems and solve them. I love taking other people's grief, absorbing it, and fixing them. So I am naturally was more attracted to people who were broken. Because I liked being the one to fix them. I liked providing for them. In my marriage, I paid for everything. Okay? In my old relationships, I paid for everything. Absolutely everything. And guys, don't romanticize that type of idea because it's not good. If you are in a relationship and you are the sole breadwinner when your other partner can provide, they need to. They need to. Fuck that, dude. I was a simp. I was a loser. Fuck that mentality. It's completely self-destructive. Do not be like me. But that's how I was. Now, I have gotten a lot more respect. And I'm now like, okay, we can both pay for shit. We can both work. We can both help each other. I'm not just going to be the guy who fixes everything. I'm not going to be the guy who solves everything. But that is how I was. It's kind of like on Christmas. I was the guy who loved giving presents. When I got something in return, I was like, ugh, that's weird. I don't like this. But it's been a very unhealthy part of my life. And that's why, in case you guys don't know, a lot of people think that, I've only been in 2 relationships, but since I was 16, I've been in about 9. Now, 7 of those women will tell you that I was the best thing that happened to them. 2 of them won't. I'm not going to say which 2, but yeah, either they say I'm gotcha Jesus or they say I'm gotcha Satan. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We're still like 8 months past the last one on Jesus Christ. But it is what it is. Yeah. It's just because you don't want them anymore. Well, I'm not going to speculate. And to be honest, I'm really I would just like to be left alone at this point. It'd be very nice. But, the last one said a lot of shit. They did. They said a lot of shit. And it was, at the time, it was really bad. But now it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me because now I realized I was in this org full of OTK and I saw all these people who were being negatively affected by me because one person can say one thing about you on the internet. And now all of a sudden, all these people who I barely knew are now getting shit because one person wanted to go and lie. And I just thought, is this really the life that I want to live? And I had the opportunity to renew my contract.
One guide, broken heart.
True. I had the opportunity to renew my contract. And I said, I really just don't think I should do that. All I said was, hey, please make my exit as quiet as possible. I don't feel like sending any more negativity to you guys because I realized that I am going to live a life where no matter, and guys, new viewers will think that I'm pity partying, that I'm being a professional victim. But if you guys know, for any longtime viewer of me, for anybody who's been here for well over a year or so, you guys will know I get shit constantly for doing fucking nothing. The people who I help the most fuck me the hardest. It is the tale as old as time. The majority of people who hate me in 2025 were the people who I helped the most in 2023. Hence why I got a nice little Nice little brand of sacrifice. Shout outs to Guts, the second best MC in all of anime and manga. But I'm just like, all right, well, this is my life. I will continue living with all of these people saying that I did this and I did that. And while it's very easy for anybody to understand why these people say these things, it's just as easy for people to understand how to disprove these. However, if the internet doesn't want you to move on, if the internet doesn't want to exonerate you, then they're just not going to do that. Who's the number one? Tortefine, Vinland Saga. I'm going to be getting a Tortefine tattoo pretty soon as well, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to get the probably the Mark of Brimaz right here on my wrist, which I'm stoked as fuck about. Over the course of OTK, I want to say I've had some of the happiest memories ever. And as much as I want to say it was because of the org members, it wasn't. The people who I enjoyed the most, and I'm going to get pretty deep and personal here, are the staff. I loved the staff of OTK so much. So much. They are some of the kindest and hardest working people I've ever met. Oh, I don't mean to be a bitch. Sorry, guys. That's the part of OTK that I do miss. Is I do miss the staff. I don't want the fucking "Hey, are you okay, man?" Discord messages. I'm good. Oh, Jesus. I just haven't really talked about that. The reason why I have such a soft spot for the staff of OTK is, I'm just going to be real. A lot of streamers are just not good people. They're really not. And when I left OTK, almost all of them reached out and said how much they liked working with me because I actually talked to them like they were human. And that's a rarity in the streaming world because a lot of people don't respect the people, and they're not the members of OTK are very kind to the staff. They are. But I was one, like, I would go out of my way. I would invite them to go out and do things. You know, I would make sure I would talk to them before every episode of Steak and Eggs. Sorry, this is so bad. I'm an emotional guy, guys. Sorry. Please don't megalol at me. Call me a pussy. I'm fine. I just have a very big soft spot for the staff of OTK because they're very kind. Tips treated me amazingly. Yeah, Tips treated me amazingly. You know, like, I'll be real. Like, without the staff, OTK is nothing. It's just not. Really, they were, like, Jacob, a genius. Good at everything he does. Jay made Steak and Eggs such a joke. Young Jeff, holy fuck, he is so good at organizing Twitter, taking photos for social media. He was so good. And he's so fucking funny. People like Nell, who was just amazing at coordinating brand deals. Some of them sucked, but I'm not going to name, I don't feel like shit. They're like, I'll be real. There was a couple members of OTK staff that weren't doing fucking anything, collecting a paycheck for no fucking reason. But besides those guys, a lot of those guys got fired. It is what it is. I'm not going to say all of them are good, but a lot of them were really, really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. OTK was so dumb with their money. It was crazy. I mean, holy shit. Overemployment was insane. They were hiring fucking anybody to do anything. I'm just like, man, bro, y'all really got money like that? Fast forward to now. No, they did not have money like that. That is going to bite them in the ass. But I'll be real, and let's just be completely genuine here. 2025, and this is what people don't get. Going after OTK, going after Asmon, going after Emmy, you're not hurting them. Let's just be real. You are helping Asmon every single time you make a hate thread on him. Straight up. You are. The only thing that anybody is hurting when they make these threads on Asmon, when they make these threads on OTK, the only people you're hurting is the staff. That's it. Nobody else. When OTK falls apart, every single streamer is going to be better off than they were. Every single one. Miz will be better. Emmy will be better. Asmon will be better. S-Fan will be better. Seer will be better. Will be better. The only thing OTK is a means to give these employees a job and a means to give their communities special events. That's it. OTK is nothing more besides a shit ton of responsibility. And that's why I get a little bit affected, because I know there are now, unfortunately, a lot of people who weren't doing shit lost their job, which is deserved. If you're not carrying your weight, I don't feel bad for you if you lose your fucking job. Okay, I just don't. But the problem now is, now there's a lot of good employees that are probably going to end up losing their fucking jobs. Now, I believe that these people are so talented, they'll find employment elsewhere. Oh God, I didn't even thank Finn. Holy fuck, I'm retarded. Finn is a genius, by the way. Finn, dude, without Finn, that org is fucked. There is no cameraman like him. His artistic direction, his humor, his wit, his personality is unlike anybody else. That guy was a genius. I mean, I did a podcast with that guy for about 8 episodes. That was scrapped. Feels bad. Is what it is. But that's fine, to be honest. That turned out being a good thing. But that guy's a fucking genius. It just kind of saddens me, because one of the big reasons why I wanted to leave OTK wasn't really because I was inconveniencing a lot of the other members, because they're going to be fine. I just didn't like having the staff to have to worry about job security. And I didn't want to be the reason why they lost sponsors. I just didn't. I can't tell you how many sponsors I did for free just to give, you know, a means to keep the lights on at OTK, a means to be able to pay their employees. I think maybe like I did 9 in 2024, like 9 sponsors for fucking free, just because I want these, because, you know, an org needs fucking money. We need to be able to pay our employees. And I was only I wasn't even an owner. I was just a fucking worker. I don't care. I mean, it was a passion project for me, and me feeling like I could contribute to, you know, these people that I love very much. It made me very happy. I mean, I want to be real. A lot of people want to come at me and say, well, how was your experience at OTK? How was your experience at OTK? Guys, being completely real, like, besides having to pay Mizkif back, it was great. Well, pay Mizkif back that fast. I still am eternally grateful that Miz lent me that money. However, I wish he would have told me how quick he needed it fucking back, because I would have just gotten a loan from a bank. I'm going to be real, right? I would have just gone to like any bank and just gotten that money somewhere else so I could pay that shit back in 2-3 years rather than fucking 2 months, right? Still, it was a great gesture, but God, that shit was stressful. It was so stressful, but it is what it is. Yeah, and I don't think it's Miz's fault either, because I'm pretty sure he got fucked as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got fucked as well. I'm pretty sure Miz was in debt too. It was just very unlucky. Very, very, very unlucky. Once again, I'm not blaming Miz. Just the situation fucking sucked. Right? Let's go down the fucking members. Let's write down every experience. We'll get into each personalized thing here. Let's get this one out of the way, because I know people are gonna want this one first. Miz and I were really fucking tight for a while. I would go over to his house. We would play games at night. We would play like Mario fucking Tennis. It was awesome. It was awesome. Along the way, things got a little muddy. I'm not gonna lie, things are probably still muddy to today. I don't really care. It is what it is, but Miz was good to me. All things considered. I mean, obviously he would make a lot of jokes at my expense. Sure, I didn't appreciate him insinuating that I was a pedophile. That was fucking weird as shit. But other than that, it was fine. You know what I mean? Like, we were good. We stopped being good, but I don't hate the guy by any means. It is what it is. Next up, Emmy. Emmy was one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. She was awesome. Great to talk to. Still is great to talk to. One of my friends, absolutely. Just really nice. Pretty much not a bad bone in her fucking body. She's not a bad bone in her body. Then there's fucking Jay Slat. Jay Slat was the fucking man. I will be real. I cannot believe OTK did not mend the relationship with Jay Slat. I miss that guy so fucking much. He was the fucking man. I also heard rumors that he might have been coming back, and then it just never happened. Which really fucking, oh man, that pissed me off. He was so cool. I remember he would invite me over to his house. I would play with Jambo. I would teach him how to raise a cat better, because he knew I had 5 cats. And yeah, no, he was dope as fuck. Slats behind GamerStop's right? Yeah. Yeah, no, he was awesome. Yeah, Sear was great. Sear was always very kind to me. That being said, when Sear goes to talk to you, he gets right in your fucking face. And that was like, ugh. Back the fuck up. You are in my personal space. Like, bro has to be talking right here. So sometimes I'd be a little bit uncomfortable because he gets very intense, but I love Seer. Great guy. Very good dude. Asmon, and hey, I'm going to say it again. Asmon is one of the best people I know. Not just an OTK, not just, I'm gonna glaze this guy so fucking hard. Guys, I am about to glaze this guy so fucking hard. And I want to make this very clear. I don't glaze Asmon because I get a raid from him. I want to make this perfectly clear. I got 3 raids by him in 2024, and then I got maybe 2 in 2023. Okay? I'm not getting raided. I'm not doing this shit for clout. I'm not doing this shit because maybe he wants the roaches in his chat. I fucking love this guy. He's genuinely the fucking man. Guys, I mean, if Asmon never streamed, I would not stream. Every single issue I've ever had with anything, he's talked to me about everything. He's provided me guidance on everything that I ever needed. Never asked a single thing in return. Okay, that's not true. He has said, hey, it's all good, bro. Next time you come to Steak and Eggs, bring me a Dr. Pepper. And I said, of course. And every now and then I'll bring him beef jerky. He's a great fucking guy. Genuinely. And I'll be real, guys. I think the guy is criminally overhated. Criminally overhated. He is the man. Always has been the man. One of the most positive influences on my entire life. And I don't care how good of a PR move it would be to try to bury this guy's career. I'm good. I don't care how good it would be to distance myself from him. Oh, you're really going to interact and talk kindly about this guy? But didn't you hear what he said? I don't care. Okay, I'm from a military family. I live in a world where people can just say shit and you don't have to be a fucking pussy and a bitch about everything. These people on the internet hold people to such high degree. Whenever they say or fuck up on anything ever, it's pathetic. It is. Unless you're attractive, in which case Hassan gets away with everything because he looks so cute. Because he's so handsome. Look at his boyish charm. I do think it's absolutely hypocritical how anybody says, oh, you're associating with Asmon? What the hell? Oh, Hassan? Oh, that's great. And you know what's crazy? When I met with Hassan too, I said, hey man, good anime takes. We had a great episode of Steak and Eggs. It's really not that hard to get along with people that you don't have similar viewpoints of. But the problem is people are such pussies. They just want to go after who you're friends with nonstop. It's so hypocritical, right? Also, I fucking stubbed my toe this morning. Thanks a lot, Destiny! Anyways, okay, NMP. NMP's the fucking man. He is. I have never had a guy tell me more harsh truths in my whole life than Nick. Nick would tell me the shit that everybody else was too afraid to tell me. He would. And I really respect that in a person. He is a bitter pill in a fake-ass world, which I really appreciate. Nick reminds me a lot of myself. I really respect people who can tell me the shit that I need to hear, not necessarily the shit that I want to hear. He was a great friend. He is. Nick said Teggy's a pussy? Great. Even better. Finally somebody told me that. Will, absolute beacon of sunshine. Ooh. Will was a key. Will played a role in a key moment in my life, which was, this is also thanks to Miz and Will. Will came to Camp Knut season 2, and he kind of stole the show. He did. Every single time he was there, he's the guy. He is the beacon of light and hope in every situation he's ever been in. He is. And no matter how hard I was working, I knew I could never outwork Will Neff. And Will encapsulated and overtook all of Camp Knut season 2. That played a big role in me not getting a single medal, a single trophy in Camp Knut season 2. And I mean this genuinely. I have never been more bitter, more resentful, more angry in my whole life When I left Camp Knut Season 2, and I was the only member who didn't get anything. Nothing. They even did the calculations wrong on how much weight Jimmy lost and how much weight I lost. I lost 2 more pounds than Jimmy. And Jimmy still got biggest transformation. I was there early every single stream. I was there late every single stream. I did additional workouts with Wake and Knut off stream. Nobody else was doing this. And when I didn't get a single award, when I didn't get a single medal, when I didn't get a single trophy, I didn't get a pat on the back. I even gave all the judges and Miz a present for them. I gave Wake a watch, I gave Knut a golden heart, and I gave Miz a customized Funko Pop that he never took home, by the way. He left it there. Miz fucking left it there. That was, at the time, the angriest I've been. But it was the best thing to happen to me. And that is a common principle in my life. Everything that I think is bad always ends up being good. It always ends up being good. It lit a fire underneath me so hard where I said, okay, I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to prove all of them wrong. And so now, before Camp Knut Season 2, my PR was a 1 rep max of 225. And as of February 21st, my 1 rep max is 275. And now my goal is I am going to outlift every single person in that camp. And before July, there is going to be a clip of me on the internet bench pressing 315 pounds. Not once, twice. Do you want to know why I'm going to lift it twice? Let's go, Mizzy.
You go for another one? Oh.
I'm going to do what Mizkif could not. I have not missed a day at the gym since Camp Knut Season 2. I have been dieting and watching my figure every single day since Camp Knut Season 2. If there's anything that motivates me, it's how much of a bitter, petty bitch I am. And I am going to outlift everyone. And then I am going to start taking boxing. Yes. I am going to start taking boxing. And from there, I'm going to start beating up other streamers. I'm going to get incredibly strong. I'm going to get incredibly in shape. And then I'm going to start beating people up. Let's talk about the next member. Bruce. Bruce drop him off. Me and that dude were legit
techie, best CC
so good.
And look forward to another
we would
6
check in on each other all the fucking time. We would talk. We were good. And then all of a sudden he just started hating white people. I still don't get it till today. I still to today don't get why he hates white people so much. I don't get what the fuck all that was about. Who's Bruce? Bruce drop him off. This very funny black man. I still don't, I still think he's cool. That's the problem, man. But when he said fuck all crackers, I was like, man, what the fuck did I do, bro? I thought we were chill. Is there any other member of OTK that I'm forgetting? Oh, Soda. Soda's great. Soda was always nice, very cordial. No matter how many hate threads he got me, he was always kind whenever we hung out. Extra Emily's good. Yeah, not really much to say. She was always sweet. S-Fan, I mean, we had a good conversation when I first joined OTK, but I'll be real. My interaction with S-Fan was pretty much zero. I'll be real. Like, I pretty much did not interact with S-Fan at fucking all. Rich and I were cool until, well, you know, what happened. And then never heard from him again. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Yeah, my experience with OTK was a good one. It was. It really, really, really was. I had a lot of fun. I mean, every day was good. But I will say, oh, Senna? Okay, you guys can ask me specific relationships afterwards. And I'm down to answer anything. But I do just want to wrap this part of the story up and just say, OTK was a lot of fucking work. It was a lot of responsibilities that I did not want to fucking do. And to be honest, life has been much better since I've left in every single regard. Analytics, money, relationships, happiness, success. Everything has been better. But I don't regret OTK at all. It was great. It was fun. It was just a lot of fucking work and it was a lot of stress, but it was worth it. I think I learned a lot about myself. I was mentored a lot by some of the streamers in that fucking org, and I don't regret it at all. I could sit here and tell y'all that OTK is shit, but I don't have any reason to do that. I was treated with respect, and they were good to me. You know, they were good. It's fine. I really do. I think it's fine. And one day when OTK shuts down, I'll remember it fondly. To be completely real. Okay? I want to wrap that part up. And now I want to give you guys some time. You guys can ask me any question that you have whatsoever that I did not answer. And I mean, any single question you have, I will answer anything. What's going on with this? What's going on with that? What do you think about this? But I just want to wrap that up because a lot of people have been interested in what happened with OTK, what happened with me. Was it a sex cult? No. And that really disappointed me. Did your weight loss help you with your ED? Yes. Absolutely. Getting in shape makes my dick work a little bit too much. Now I'm coming 3 times a day. Does Asmund still own a part of OTK? I'm not an owner, so I don't really know the ins and outs of that, but I would assume probably, but I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't. But yeah, I have no idea. Do you regret going into OTK? I regret how I went into OTK. I mean this generally. If I just took a loan rather than taking money from Miz, it would have been so much easier. I really should have just taken a loan from the bank. But an unfortunate, that was the worst part. That was the biggest misplay. Everything else was great. A lot of OTK content seems forced. That's because it is. It absolutely is. I will be real, guys. There's a lot of things that the members don't want to fucking do, right? Why do you think I was in everything? Because I was one of the members who actually liked hanging out with everybody and liked doing things. I loved steak and eggs. I loved doing the events. I loved being the guy that people could rely to be there with a smile and not bitch about it. Unless it was Camp Knut Season 2 because chat was being fucking miserable because Jesus Christ, Mrs. Chat hates me. Yeah. Yep. Noodle Shop. Noodle Shop was fucking awesome. I loved that podcast. Worst and best memories with OTK. Worst memory was probably when I thought Miz was dying. That was OTK Anniversary 1. Miz was like pale-faced, looked sick, and he told me he thought he was having a heart attack. And nobody was paying attention to him. Nobody. Nobody was even looking at him because everybody was busy networking. So I take off my shirt and I put it over his head. And then I sprint and I get him a bottle of water. And then I had some medicine in my pocket because I always carry around medicine in my pocket. And I force feed him like 600 milligrams of ibuprofen. And me, Emmy, and Asmund just sit around him and try to make sure that he's okay. But we were really afraid for him. This was way, way, way back in the day. That was OTK Anniversary 1. That was really scary. I was very worried about him. Best memory of OTK? Every single day I did steak and eggs. Yep. Every single day. Loved it. Every time I got an opportunity to talk to Emmy and Asmund, it was the best. Loved them. But it was a good memory. It was a good time. But yeah, I think steak and eggs is probably wrapping up pretty soon. Yeah, every week, yeah. What was the best content you made with OTK? Steak and eggs. It was awesome. Or Loot Goblins. Loot Goblins was gas. Loot Goblins was gas. Thoughts on Lucari? Lucari is the fucking man. Oh yeah. Lucari is the fucking man.
I just got kicked in the dick by ads right after you said that you force-fed him medicine.
Yeah, Lucari is one of the realest streamers in Knut, or not Knut, in Austin. The realest streamers in Austin are probably Lucari, Knut, Asmund. I would say those are the top 3 for sure. Like realest motherfuckers in Austin. Lucari, Knut, Asmund, 100%. 100%. Like those are top 3. Nick's great, but he ain't top 3. He's like top 5. Fakest? Fakest streamers in Austin? Fakest streamers in Austin. It really depends on what you mean by that. Let me give this with specifics on how they're fake. I think Poke is probably one of them. No, Poke's for sure one of them because he'll just say one thing to your face and they say something completely the opposite behind your back, which is really frustrating because I didn't think me and Poke were cool, but then apparently he just starts shit talking me on the internet. I don't get why. I still don't get why. I just don't get it, right? And I didn't even say anything that crazy about him back, and he's just freaking the fuck out, just screaming my fucking name in like 7 clips that I've seen already. I don't get what's wrong with him. I mean, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, it's probably the drugs and the mental illness, but like I don't fucking know how else to describe that. Yeah, not Mr. Pokey. Poke Law's different guy. Yeah, a lot of people think that I'm shit talking Pokey. It's Pokey, not Poke. I never once called him Mr. Poke. God, fucking, guys, I like Mr. Pokey. Fucking fuck off. Probably Miz too, just because that guy deals with so much shit behind the scenes, and he doesn't bring any of that on stream. But like that guy, god damn, I feel bad for the dude. To be completely honest, I mean. That dude he deals with a lot of shit, guys. Some deserved, admittedly. He has a lot going on, and he still does a very good job of somehow turning on that camera with a smile on his face. I don't know how the fuck he does it. Yep. Who else? Oh, and whenever he's asked for his opinion, he just says, oh no, chat, what do you think? Oh, that's what you're saying? I agree. But come on, I mean, that's just streamers. Yeah, I don't really think it's that bad. Sorry, picking the most fake is really hard. Like, the most fake. Because the other thing is I've kind of forgotten. Give me some names in chat. Give me some names. Because I forget who lives in Austin because I just don't interface with them anymore. Hassan's not even in Austin. Yeah, like Mitch Jones is one, but I would have just completely forgotten his name because I just forgot he fucking exists. Yeah, for sure. Mitch Jones, for sure. Bag Jones. Wake, I have too much respect for Wake to ever want to shit talk him ever. I know he was kind of going off on me on Camp Knut season 2, but I kind of don't care. I mean, Wake could literally say, fuck Tectone. I hate that guy. He's a piece of shit. He's weird. He could call me anything. I really don't care. I will never shit talk Wake. Ever. Yeah. No, that guy was there for me way too much during one of the hardest periods of my life. I don't even give a fuck if he hates me now. I still have so much respect for that guy. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think his political views are just a little bit goofy, but I mean, who cares, right? Who cares? Cinna's kind of always been a straight shooter with me. The problem is that I'm trying to think who was fake with me. I mean, I guess the only person I would really think of is probably just Poke, to be completely honest. I don't really watch anybody else's content, to be completely real. I don't really watch any of their content. The Miz one was kind of just me just fucking shitting on Miz because it's funny. Probably just Poke. I don't really watch any streamer in Austin at all. To be completely, I don't really watch Twitch at all. So it would be hard for me to tell you who's like this off stream, who's like this on stream. I just don't watch them, right? I mainly watch LA streamers and gotcha streamers and anime streamers, right? Like if you want me to shit on LA streamers, hey, I'll do that shit all day. You know what I mean? But Austin, it's like it's whatever. Yeah. What about Milena? I ain't gonna lie, I hated her. I hated her, bro. I hated her ass. Good Lord, I hated Milena. I'm just being real. Oh, man, I fucking hated her so much. It was crazy. That's real shit. Oh, my God. When I wasn't invited to fucking Wild West, I was so angry. I was so pissed. I'm not even gonna shit with you, bro. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Yep. Oh, bro, that chick hated me so much. And you want to know why she hated me so much? Just because she saw that LSF hated me so much, and that's it. And she's like, oh, well, I don't want to ruin not getting an LSF clip, so I can't invite Techie. Oh, my God. And guys, once again, please don't clip this and put this anywhere. It's just not necessary, right? But, yeah, no, why the fuck would I like Milena? She was fucking awful to me. She was legit fucking terrible to me, like, the whole time. It was like... If I like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. She treated me like shit the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever LSF was saying, she would just pander to that. It's fucking it. Like, what do you want me to say? And I'm like, LSF's #1 enemy because let's go through the list here. They think I was mean to my ex-wife. And then, oh, dude, this guy doesn't like Miz, which means we don't fucking like him. And then, like, what else? I heard he likes lollies. Just, like, not fucking true. Like, you ask LSF for a reason on why they shit on me, and they can't give you one. And they'll say, yeah, guys, we don't have a fucking reason. And they try to listen, and it's all bullshit. Right? Like, if anybody were to look into any legitimate reason why they have distaste for me, if you say loud, annoying, bald, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But they say, he's done all this horrible shit. No, I haven't. Just shut the fuck up. They're just looking for a reason to shit on somebody because it farms updates on karma. And that'll never change. Because if you say Tectone bad on that website, instant 1,000 up karma. Legit. Yeah. Anything else? Same thing with Asmon, by the way. You say Asmon bad, ooh, 10,000 karma. Anything else you guys are wondering about? Thoughts on Sunny? Bro punched me in the back of the head and acted like he won that boxing match. Hey, Sunny, fight me again. Fight me again. This time I will not hold back. Absolutely not. Fight me. Get in the ring. Get in the ring with me. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I literally was behind him. Didn't throw a single punch. I got behind him 3 times. Never threw a punch. He gets behind me once. Punches me in the back of the fucking head. And fuck Bryce for saying he won too. Fuck them both. Nah, hell nah. I want a rematch, bitch. Alinity and Fandy. I'll be real. I really thought Alinity was going to be a miserable bitch. But now she's just like real nice. Yeah, I'll be real. I hated Alinity's ass ever since that cat throwing clip and that feud she had with PewDiePie with the copy strike. But now she was real nice to me in real life. And I think that's the common thread for a lot of people in Austin is that we all think that you're going to not like Alinity, but no, she's actually really nice. Yeah. Fandy, I also used to think was really fucking boring. But then I just realized she just has social anxiety, and she's also really sweet and always very kind to me. Yeah, got nothing but love for Fandy. Bonnie sweats a lot of the small things. She does. Bonnie sweats a lot of the small things, and it's stressful a lot of the times. But other than that, Bonnie was one of the sweetest people in Austin to me. I love her very much. Bonnie is very sweet. Yeah. Very fun. Who was your top 3 on OTK top streamer? Mr. Fimple should have won season 1. That's for sure. Yeah, Mr. Fimple should have won season 1. Yeah. And then, oh, dude, Arav. Oh, my God. Arav, dude. He's the man. Arav and T10 Nat. They're goated. They're goated, man. They're goated. What's my opinion on Catchy? Oh, Sebi's also great. Sebi's so cool. Thoughts on Catchy? You saved him? Yeah, I know. My thoughts on Catchy. I would say Catchy is fake as fuck. Yeah. Now, Catchy definitely is fake as fuck. Because she would go live and act like this, like, psychotic dumb bitch. Right? Like, just fucking horrible. But then you meet her off stream, and she's like, "Hi, yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, it was so good hanging out. Yeah." Like, she's so nice off stream, but on stream she's such a bitch, right? So I think it's way better. I'll be real. I think her. This is gonna sound crazy. I think the thing that she did. We all know the thing. No, not the alcohol. No, not the alcohol again. I think that other thing that she got quote unquote canceled for is like one of the best things that's going to happen to her. Because on stream, just fucking, she's out of fucking control. Like just out of fucking control. Out of fucking control. So I think now that she knows she just can just relax and just be herself, I think that'll be a lot better for her long term. But Catchy, I mean, obviously Catchy took a lot of pot shots on me on stream. Following in Milena's footsteps. But nah, I think she's fine. Yeah, I think now that she's been she got her ass beat by the internet. I think the ass whooping was the best thing to happen to her. And I think that's going to really help the character that she's going to evolve into. Yeah, I really don't think going live and being a drunk, dumb bitch is really that good of a content for that long. So I think her just being more of herself is probably for the best long term. You can take that as me shit-talking her, but what I'm saying is I think Catchy should be more of herself and not this dumb retard she pretends to be on stream. Anyone in Austin you don't really want to meet again? Pretty much any female. And that's real shit. Straight up. I'm good. I don't want to meet pretty much any female on stream or off stream ever again. Besides maybe like Emmy. Emmy I trust with my whole life, but yeah, what my ex did to me really made me just not
He
trust
2
any
month
woman.
keep.
Yeah, I actually and strong waifu. Delaney, fucking awesome. But I'm so afraid to meet any woman again because I know that one lie can cause me so much shit. I think I'm good. Plus, the relationship that I'm currently in is like the best one I've ever been in, and I'm gonna try really hard not to fuck this one up. Yeah, I really, really, really don't want to fuck this one up. So I'm good. I just don't really want to meet another woman ever again. I'm just gonna hang out with dudes. Why don't we ever get a guy that gives out allegations? That is true. That is true. True, dude. True. Yeah, maybe I should give someone some false allegation that they have to deal with. Miz fucked me in my ass to join OTK. I'll never forgive him, bro. I'll never forgive him. He did what? Yeah, bro. Jesus. Knut touched me? Congratulations. I wish that were me. Knut, once again, Knut is the fucking man. Knut is the fucking man. Knut and Lucari. Knut, Lucari, Asmund. Those are the goats of Austin. Absolutely. Absolutely. What about Simply and Russell? Simply and I used to be really tight. He used to come over to my house all the time and play board games, but we just kind of stopped talking for a while. Simply went through like a journey of like self-discovery arc. Does he still stream? Does Simply still stream? He like went through this whole journey of self-discovery arc like 2 years ago, and I've just like never seen him ever again besides maybe at a party here and there. He does. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Simply was always good to me. Yeah, no, Russell's always sweet. Russell's always great. Russell's funny as fuck. I do think there is going to be an arc where a big streamer is going to move away from Austin. Shit on every streamer that lives in Austin. I do think that's going to happen. I really do think that a big streamer is going to move to LA from Austin and shit on every single streamer from Austin saying, let's think. What would they say? I think Austin streamers, you get what you give. I do. I think you get what you give. So kind of Pay Money Wubby. I don't know what Pay Money Wubby did. Cinna already did. I think the only thing that the Austin streamers could be accused of, I think this is every streamer though, is self-preservation above everything. Right? I really think is they will self-preserve over everything, like everything. If being friends with you is going to cause issues for their career, they're probably just not going to be friends with you, right? Or they're probably going to stop talking to you, which sure sucks when it comes to like unjustified hate, but like, am I really going to sit here and guilt people for saying, oh, bro, it's me or your career, pick one? No, I'm not your ex-girlfriend, you know what I mean? Like, I totally understand it. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Austin streamers are boring as fuck. I mean, I'll be real. I think all streamers are boring as fuck. Yeah, I'll be real. I think the majority of streamers are just boring as fuck. I maybe get entertained by like 6 or 7 streamers. I think everybody else is just like, good lord, you're watching them? How? That's just me. What about XQC? XQC isn't an Austin. X and I's interaction was, I saw him at a TwitchCon once, and I said, yo. And he's like, oh, hey, dude. Yep. Speed's the only good streamer? I would say Speed is an incredible streamer. Absolutely. Speed is a absolutely incredible streamer. Yeah. Thoughts on Soda? I like Soda off stream. I don't like Soda on stream. I'm good. I'm good. Off stream Soda, I really like. On stream Soda, hell no. When he go lives on stream, he becomes so miserable. But off stream, he's so nice. Yeah. Who's your favorite streamer to watch? Fucking Asmund. Yeah, Asmund. Asmund and Moist Critical. Yeah, Asmund, Moist, Genizad, Gotcha Smack, Mr. Pokey when he's not playing Honkai Star Rail? Good Lord. Dude, I fucking hate Mr. Pokey's Honkai Star Rail content. I'll be real. It's so boring. But when he like does a variety game, it's so nice. Do you think Emmy and Asmon are actually friends? Guys, me, Emmy, and Asmon are all friends, yes. They're very kind people. Did you ever meet Vay? Yeah, I met Vay. Very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Hey, I'll be real, man. I don't know why Soda just doesn't full retire. They just full retire. Those two have a kid and just ignore the world. Because I know that's both what they want. That's what they need to do. They just need to say, fuck the world, have like 3 kids, and just retire. Before it's too late, man. Do you still talk with Aethel? No, not really. Yeah, but still, nothing but love with that guy. But you guys got to understand, like, the reason why I don't is because now being in association with me is like really bad for a lot of people. And it probably will be for a while because, you know, I just got fucked over by the internet. I'll just be real. And I'm making the best out of a bad situation. I mean, I'll be real, guys. We got 8,500 viewers right now. When we stop talking about this, we'll probably still have 7,000. I'm doing great. However, so many people went at Aethel and Yanners for merely being my friend. I'm just not going to talk to them. I'm just not. I am not going to let those two get shit because of what people are pretending I am. I'm good. Absolutely not. And once again, I would like to say I love those two with my whole heart, and that's why I don't want to interact with them. Because I don't want them to get any shit because of me. But those two are some of my favorite people. And that's some of the people who like probably hurt the most from all of this. But I love those two so much. They are amazing. And I really hope you guys go watch their stream. I love those guys so much. Would you bring LTG to the podcast? Fucking absolutely. Are you kidding me? Bro, fuck yes, I would. Bro, guys, I am going to make sure it is a point of my career to interact with everybody who I am told to not interact with. Hey, guys, I'll be real. I would do a podcast with the doc. Okay? I absolutely would. I don't care. I draw the line at EDP. Okay? I draw the line at EDP. Hell no. Okay? Hell no. But absolutely, bro. I would absolutely do a podcast with Doc. I'm absolutely doing a podcast with. I would love to do a podcast with LTG and Doc. That would be awesome. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'll be real. I'm doing a podcast like in a week with Nux Taku, and people are already furious over that. Like, I'm doing a podcast with Chibi Reviews, Nicholas Light, and Nux Taku on February 26, 11 a.m. CST, which I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Because I love when two people talking makes people freak the fuck out. Absolutely. I mean, I want to do more content with Dantes too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, the podcast is going to be me, Lakari, Genazad, Nicholas Light, Chibi Reviews, and Nux Taku. It's going to be fucking out of control. It is going to be out of control. What about Destiny? So I was supposed to be on Destiny's podcast for like... I've been invited on Bridges so many times. And I want to make it very clear. I would love to talk to, Dan Saltman, Not So Erudite, and fucking Destiny. I just don't want to go to Florida. I just don't. I just do not want to go to Florida. I have no interest in that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But if they were to call me on Discord, absolutely, I would talk about anything. But I cannot be fucked to go to Florida, bro. I lived in Florida for 2 years. I hated every second of it. It's a fucking piece of shit state. I'm sorry, guys. Like, oh my God. It is so humid. It is so fucking humid, bro. It sucks. Is that podcast going to be live? Yeah, it's going to be a live one, yeah. February 26th. Yes. 11 a.m. CST. Anything else? Is Emmy done with OTK? Not to my knowledge, no. Cool. Favorite VTubers? Neanders Aethel. What happened to your D&D podcast with Jimmy? Jimmy has a very young, impressionable audience that were convinced I was the Antichrist. So Jimmy and I most likely aren't going to be doing any content moving forward for the foreseeable future. Yeah, unfortunately. Did or would you ever go to Alveus? I don't think Maya likes me too much, and I'm good. A while ago, this was so long ago, I went to an arcade with a bunch of streamers, and while we were there, Maya and Crazy Slick were like arguing about something. And I just said, hey guys, like, we're in public. Like, now is just not the time. And ever since then, I just don't think she likes me too much. I don't think she liked that. But, I mean, there's kids around, you know, we're in public. Like, let's just not, like, just be fighting in the middle of a fucking public area. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, anything else? We all good? I got here late. Can you go over your opinions on NMP again? I think NMP's the fucking man. Yeah, anything else? Will you be moving away from gacha content? Please do. Fuck no, absolutely not. Hell no. Fuck no. Bro, fuck no. What the fuck? Ew. What the fuck? You want me to do some gay shit? Oh yeah, dude, let's talk about politics today. Oh, dude, let me go see who I can pretend to be friends with on stream today. Isn't that so fun? The fuck is that gay-ass shit? Like, dude, my content is going to be real talks about life advice on how to... I'll tell you guys how I fucked up. That way you guys don't. I'm going to do anime and gacha content and then just variety shit. Fuck no. I'm never fucking turning my back on anime and gacha because that's what I like to do as a human. I like to go live and do the shit that I do in real life on stream. Hell no. I'm not going to do this other gay-ass content these other streamers do. Oh god, I ran out of variety games. What do I do? I guess I'll just sit here and maybe I'll look at an auction or maybe I'll pretend to be a friend from some guy from LA. We can go eat some french fries together. Dude, I think streamers' content is so fucking gay. It's crazy. Like, straight up. It's so lame. Like, it's so lame. Like, these people go live and pretend to have fun for hours every day. And you can see it's so obvious that they don't give a fuck what they're doing. They just like having high viewer count. I go live and I do my favorite shit every day. And somehow I make a career off of it. And guys, not just a passable career. I'm out here making 7 figures every year, gooning to anime characters. As a guy who had a chronic masturbation addiction, I get to play video games, watch anime, and look at porn on stream, and I make fucking $3 to $4 million a year doing it. You think I want to change anything? Fuck no. I have a perfect life right now. The only way I'm going to change things up, and you guys, my viewership's going to fucking die like crazy with this when I start doing this. I'm just going to eventually probably start working out every Wednesday. And I'm probably going to stream my workouts on Wednesdays. I'm probably going to start Workout Wednesdays, right? Where I go to the gym and I bring my friends and I lift with my friends. That's probably all I'm going to do. And to be honest, I probably won't even do that on my stream. I'll probably give the people who I'm with the stream so I can help grow my friends. That's probably it, to be completely honest. Yeah. And then probably on Sundays, for sub Sundays, I'm going to do more games that I can play with my community, like Roblox and like Crab Game, because I like my chat a lot.
Eggy Star.
But realistically, I think every streamer should be aiming to have a mix of Erob, Forsen, Moist Criticals, and Asmongold's content. And I'm finally in there. I am in that section. I go live, I do what I want, and thankfully people enjoy me being happy. No, I have no plans on changing anything. I don't think, oh, then one day I can become this. Like, I've already broken to variety. I've already won. There's nowhere else to go. I'm very happy with where I'm at. I will do what I want. Yeah, I don't really sit here. I don't have no desire to be like, oh, let me talk about Trump. Let me talk about Kamala Harris. Oh my God, did you see the war in Palestine? I might say, oh, damn, that's fucked up for like a 3-minute clip. But like, I ain't going to sit here and break it down for 6 hours. I'm good. Now, if you're interested in that, go for it. But I think politics are gay as fuck. Straight up. Like, people are way too sensitive in that fucking field. Everybody freaks out over everything. It's just a bunch of deranged pussies. Straight up. Like the problem with political content streamers is they don't give a fuck about the truth. That's why it's boring. They only give a fuck about discrediting every other streamer so that way you only watch them. It's just character assassination, a fiesta. I'm good. Plus, the gacha community is so fun to be in because everybody's so fucking dumb. Right? There's just always content. There's always content. It's great. Can you start a new podcast with just Asmon and do it remotely? I would love nothing more than to do that. If that is something that Asmon would ever approach me to do, I would love to do that. I mean this genuinely. I will do anything with that guy. He is one of the biggest inspirations in my life. He's a great guy. Monster Hunter Wilds, Elden Ring Night Rain, just talking. I don't care. I love that guy. Maybe we bring back Allcraft. The problem is that fucker doesn't believe that I actually played MMOs. No matter how many times I pulled up World of Warcraft and I show him 5 years of playtime amongst all my characters, he just doesn't believe it. The guy doesn't even believe that I've played Dark Souls 2. How old is Asmon? Asmon's like 34. Name a boss from Dark Souls 2. The guy who goes, "Here comes the big sweep. Here comes the big sweep." And there's that lava guy, and he's like, "Bah, bah, bah." And then there's that well that you got to get in the ring where you got to jump down and take reduced fall damage. The problem is because I'm so bad at names. Like, guys, I played Monster Hunter for like 5 years as well. I know maybe like 6 monsters' names, even ones that I own statues of. I've read through all of Berserk. I can name you maybe 3 character names. That's what sucks. Just name 2? 2 of what? How do you remember Pokemons then? Because Pokemons is different. I learned that shit when I was in kindergarten. That's a core memory. Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey. Yeah. Asmon's really good at names. How are you doing? Genuinely no bullshit. If you want the truth on how I am doing, I am fucking awesome. I am. There was a period there where I felt pretty sorry for myself, and I thought, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. Why does every bad thing happen to me? Why do I live my life so truthfully, so openly, so honestly, and why does everybody fuck me over? I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care. Straight up. Like, you know, it's just going to be one of those things. Hey, guys, 2 to 3 months, some people will say I'm a Nazi. 7, 8 months, people are going to say, oh, I hit women. 11, 12 months, they're going to say, oh, this guy ate his roommate. 15, 16 months, oh, Tectone is a terrorist, and he was behind 9/11. You'll see all of that. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to go anywhere. And when I'm 35, I'm going to retire a multi-millionaire. And then I'm going to have kids. And I'm going to have a family. Me retiring, by the way, will probably be me never uploading on YouTube. And me just streaming. That's pretty much it. I don't ever plan on stopping streaming, right? But it definitely won't be at 9 a.m. CST every day. It'll probably be whenever I feel like it, I'll just go live. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Techie Wecky, how to become a successful streamer, man. Just be me. Anything else? Any other question? Is there anything? Literally anything. Oh, I'm probably gonna make a card store too, eventually. Will you ever stream Elden Ring Night Rain? Yes. I really want to do Elden Ring Night Rain with Lucari and Genizad. Yeah, or Asmon, or Jimmy. Yeah, I'd love that. Maybe not Jimmy, because I do need the internet to chill the fuck out a little bit, because I do want to talk to Jimmy, and I don't want to cause him any other fucking trouble. Yeah. Have you watched Orb yet? I'm on episode 13. It's fucking amazing. Why'd you quit PGR? It was boring. Would you play Cookie Run Kingdom again? No, fuck no. I'm too addicted to that game. I can't touch it. How can you go from God streamer to variety? Why would I want to? Why would I want to do that? Guys, I'll be real. There's like just not that many good games. Bad things happened to you because you raped a girl. No, I didn't, you fucking retard. Jesus. You know what your proof is? Oh, well, one girl who didn't like you said that. Oh, really? Why don't you go to literally anybody else that is involved with that person at all? Anybody in Austin at all. And they'll say, yeah, no, that just didn't happen. Because it did, guys, I had 3 roommates during that. Like these are the lies that people believe because they're that fucking dumb. Guys, why would I not be in jail by now? You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, come on. Real shit, how do you think the gym is doing? I worry Knut gets too in with other streamers for the business. I think Iron Forge is actually doing great. Surprisingly great.
Yo.
They definitely need to clean it up, though. It screams this gym is ass. Right? Like, some upgrades in the cosmetics would go so far. How's Eggy doing? He's just sitting there. He's saying, hey, Papa, when are you done streaming so I can go get some food? What do you think about psychedelics? Don't use them. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I think those things are for fucking losers. And I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you this. If you are frequently drinking alcohol, if you are frequently smoking, if you are frequently doing drugs, you're a loser. I don't care if you're upset at me for that. Yeah, no, I think you are a loser if you smoke cigarettes, if you do alcohol constantly, if you do drugs constantly. Your life is better without you doing that. You are harming yourself, and you're going to regret that when you get older. You should be mature and do the harder decision, which is to quit now. You'll be much better off. You'll be much better off if you stop now. Trust me. As a guy, I used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes every day, guys. I still have lung issues. Still have lung issues due to that. I have to be on a fucking inhaler now. It sucks. Quit that shit. Okay? Just don't do it. All right? But I do think you are lame as shit. If you need weed or alcohol to function, work on yourself. It's not good. You're going to fuck yourself long term. Cool. How's your heart situation doing? Much better. Much better. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm doing a lot more exercise. My heart is being a lot better. My doctors are pretty much amazed. Yeah, doing great. My belly is getting smaller every day. We only got like 1 ring of fat left. I'm hoping I don't have any excess skin. But yeah, we got like a little bit of belly left. But yeah, we're getting rid of that. But it's getting a lot smaller than how it used to be. You in any court stuff? I tried to be in court stuff. But so I'm in this weird thing where I was sent a cease and desist. I was sent a cease and desist, and I was told to stop defaming a person. My lawyer said defamation isn't the truth. So I've been going live, continuing to say what I've wanted to say, continuing defaming anything, and I still haven't been contacted a single time by any police or any lawyers. So currently, no, I'm actually not involved in any court thing whatsoever. Yeah, no, I'm just not. So I'm kind of just doing whatever the fuck I want. Turns out you can't really shit on someone for telling the truth. And yeah, I mean, I'm chilling, low key. Don't say you've been defaming. Well, I put in air quotations because other people are saying I'm defaming, but they're just lying, right? So no. I mean, to be fair, I would like to be. I would like to be in court shit, but no, I'm not in anything. Do you feel like you lost trust in people around you with the lies that came out? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. I have become a much more bitter individual. That's one of the things that maybe I don't enjoy. I've lost a lot of faith in humanity. I've become a lot more bitter, a lot more resentful, and the chip on my shoulder has become fucking enormous. Some of the people, the majority of people who cared about me all reached out immediately. But some of them didn't. And I'm not going to say who, because it doesn't matter to you guys. But those hurt the most. Not a message, not a call, not anything. It's like I never existed to some of these people. Very few. To be fair, it was only 2 of them. Only 2. But those 2, man, that shit hurt. There was 3. One of them reached out recently. And it made me so happy. They said, hey, hope you're doing okay. Saw your gym progress. You looked amazing. And that meant the world to me. And I'm still hoping those 2 reach out. But we'll see. Yeah. Name names? No, I'm good. Knut, hey guys, I'll be real. Knut and Lucari reached out day 1. Frame 1. I got a fucking call from Knut himself. And I got a DM from Lucari immediately. No, those guys are real shit. And I'll be real. Asmon too. Asmon, Knut, Lucari, fucking frame 1. Good ass people. I don't really want you guys to speculate. And you know what's crazy? And this is what I loved. My relationship with everybody in the gacha space did not change at all. They're like, hey, dude, when's the Gotcha Cast? Hey, so when are we playing HSR? When are we playing Wuthering Waves? What's going on? Yeah, dude. You want to help me do a video? Like, oh, man. I love Gotcha creators so much because we're all so fucking dumb. I love it. Gotcha community in a whole different bubble? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Are you and Saint good? Me and Saint Totas? Absolutely. Here's the thing. If Emmy leaves OTK, will you try to make your own steak and eggs? Hell no. I'm never doing a podcast with Emmy ever again. There's a curse. She brings misfortune. She brings the plague. Something about her is cursed. She is cursed. She brings the bad voodoo. Yeah, I don't want to be next. What if the curse is you? I mean, to be fair, it kind of is. It really kind of is. I am definitely a man who's going to experience a lot of misfortune in my life. But the good news is, I've never experienced true misfortune for things that were truly important. And every issue that I've ever ran into, I have always turned into a positive. Would you say that maybe it was good that this should happen so you could see who is real or fake? Absolutely yes. 100%. Yeah, no, there was a couple of relationships I spent or I wasted a lot of time on that I'm glad that I see them for who they are. Absolutely. No, a lot of good came from this. A lot of good. But yeah. When will she stop subtweeting about you? Never. Are we talking about One Piece? Yeah, absolutely. If you were to be isekai'd into any gacha, which would it be? Hopefully Konosuba. Yeah, hopefully Konosuba. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna hope to God it's not. Yeah, hopefully not Limbus. How do you, wait, what are your thoughts on Atsu? None. Yeah, none. I don't give a fuck about that rat. I've already beaten him. Like, brother, do you think I'm out here thinking about Kel'Thuzad when I'm in fucking Legion? Hell no. I already beat that expansion. That boss is done. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think I'm sitting here thinking about fucking Millennia, Blade of Mikola, when I'm in fucking Sekiro? Hell no. I already beat Elden Ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've already done that. I don't need to do it again. There's no loot. The soul was already collected. We don't need to do that again. We already did it. Yeah, I'm not a new game plus type of guy. I'm good, man. DLC? True. I need to be worried about Mesmer. You know, I need to find my Mesmer because I need to beat the DLC. I don't need to worry about what's going on in base game because I already beat that shit. You took 10 hours to beat Millennia. Who's the real winner? First of all, it was 8.5. And second of all, I beat Orphan of Kaz, a arguably harder fight in one attempt. So suck my balls. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Is what it is. We can keep talking about it, but I want to get to the Daily Scramble. I appreciate y'all being here.